Greetings, everybody. Today's adventure for Creeper World 4 is probably the earliest map, I think, that uses a special graphic, Battle for Atlantis. And this is a good example of a map that was not nearly as easy to do quickly when it was made as it is now, because you did not have some of the things added in the patches, including the ability to earn refineries, most importantly in this case. So there's a few different objectives. There is the nullify, totems, and the reclaim. And we're going to go for a low time on the totems objective. So in this case, Atlantis meaning Stargate Atlantis. And the map is dominated by the Stargate. And then in the corners, we have skimmers and an urn and spore launchers, dark tower, emitter, etc. Mesh all the way around the outside. And with all of the designs of the Stargate itself, just totems ringing this thing. Then we've got, some solar panels for energy, a bunch of energy storage. Lots of read-on, fair amount of blue-white, and then there's also Green Arm Mother here. We have 7 urns, 2 of which we can grab right away. So we have a pretty good amount of resources. Pretty sizable. So if you thought the map was busy before, take a look at this. Of course, no resource terrain, so just towers spread out everywhere. And this is going to go by very quickly. With, connecting our initial Rift Lab up to these Ultrax, and, we're going to get more storage over here. Won't take long to get things done. I am going to turn on these terps and the refineries right away. The key to doing the totems quickly, of course, get as much of this liftic refined as soon as possible. And we have energy collection and build speed here, just to get things going as quick as we may. I'm also going to want to turn on the sprayers. I have 1 in the middle, and then 2 in each of these directions. Just sort of help out a little bit. Use up all that blue-white. And I want to go with pylons next. I think we're about ready. And I want these refineries to request urns. Went negative there for a bit, but we're back online. Now, snipers are definitely needing to be next. You can see 31 of them. I've got them spread out to protect all these totems against eggs, and then concentrated in these areas for anti-skimmer, and I forget what these creatures are called, but the ones the skimmers put out on the mesh that shoot out those orbs, those are important. Okay, let's go on with our snipers. Probably stable enough. I'm going to add mortars as well. Then we still will want these missile launchers, of course, spread around various places. I do have mortars concentrated in these edge areas where the creeper might approach. This is height 5, and it's height 2 adjacent to this. So we do have a small height advantage that we can utilize. That's why I'm using mortars. Okay, now we're looking pretty good. I think our energy is... it's stable, but not overwhelming. Okay, there we go. We're going to release this energy, because that one can go over here to that final refinery and now get us a boost to our refining efficiency, doubling that on all 4 of these. And at this point, it's just sort of a wait process. Because our mortars should be able to hold these off fairly well. I am going to throw some more around just because I can on some of these edges here. But this is not in any way necessary. I've effectively already won the map. Then we can just sort of throw some even along here. Whether they get built in time to do any good is another matter. They won't fit in every area. Like some of these, are too narrow. So the map isn't completely symmetrical when it comes to that. It's pretty much just that area up there that they're actually going to be functional at. We're holding it off just fine. And, you know, again, our refining capacity just going away, but 76 different totems, each requiring liftic, is a lot. But you can see they're down to about 7 needed each. They do tend to spread out fairly evenly. So we're getting close already to turning these on. Doing a nice job of pounding the mesh here. And now they start to come after us with their spores, but we have plenty to handle that. Got lots of read on. I could build micro rifts. It's just, there's not really much point. There we go. An egg got blown up there, and that's not going to cause us too much fun. But eventually that will all melt away because of our defenses in these directions. It's not going to reach anything vital. Down to just needing a couple liftic all the way around. There we go. First one's starting to come up. And now they're going to pop up all over the place. And so the battle for Atlantis ends up not being much of a battle after all. There we are. Victory. Quite the light show there. And of course we could, you know, now at this point, I mean, we've got plenty of energy. We could build up a force. We could push into these areas. I could, you know, pull back these urns. But that would be, you know, that'd be very basic and tedious. When we're in this much control of the map and they have 30k creeper, victory would be assured. So I'm going to take the totem victory and say thank you. In 5.5 minutes. So, that was the Battle for Atlantis. As always, we'll be back with more Creeper World 4. Thanks for watching.